Hi, it's been a while, guys. How are you? I'm sorry for the long wait. Life happens. We gotta attend to some of the most important things in life. But I'm here now, so don't worry about me. I'm still okay. Thanks be to God for everything, and I hope all of you guys are okay as well. For the past few days, it has come to my attention a few posts tackling about Filipino family values. And I would like to hear your opinions as well, guys, on this matter because this is a bit crucial for the common Filipino family because I know a lot of people undergo similar experiences as well. So let's jump to it.
I am an overseas Filipino worker for 7 years here in abroad. This is so tiring, guys. Oftentimes, I really want to go home. But how? My mother and father are taking medications. I am sending my younger sister to school. I am feeding my brother and his family. I have a daughter, but I can't take care of her. She's under my parents' care. My husband and I are here abroad to work. I really want to resign and go home to my daughter because she's now 5 years old. Whenever I go back home, she's scared of me because I'm a total stranger to her. Whenever I do video call with my mother and the rest of the family, when I tell them I really want to go back home, they just tell me to endure further until my brother finds a job. And that my sister is almost done with her studies too. So that when our parents' time is up in this world, at least they won't worry about us siblings. That we'll all be fine. But what about me and my daughter? My brother has 3 kids. I am the one who buys their milk while he just gambles. I bought him a tricycle in order to make a small living, but he doesn't want it because it's too hot outside. So we ended up selling the tricycle anyway. He's just a bystander at home together with his wife. My sister is just on second year college. Honestly speaking, me and my husband can make this work out together for our kid. But here I am. I've got no savings because I sent everything back home. This is devastating. I miss my daughter so much.
Okay, this is quite heavy and pretty common with overseas Filipino workers. By the way, OFW means, sorry about that, something's flying here. So first of all, huge salute to all OFWs out there, overseas Filipino workers out there. You have all of my respect and moral support because it's not easy to be away from your family for a long period of time. And you guys are our modern heroes, okay? You help a lot with our economy here. So salute to all breadwinners, be it single ones or the married ones. And in this situation, even if she's already married and she already has a daughter, she still helps her parents and her siblings as well. So she's having a hard time managing their finances. First of all, giving back to your parents is not required. Okay, I'm just saying. But it's definitely honorable, especially in our culture. I don't think it's just the Filipino culture. Maybe it's more of a Southeast Asian thing that we do pay huge respect and give back to our parents when we are now able-bodied to support them, especially when they're old and sick. But for me, helping your siblings is optional. It's not required. I know we all have our own ups and downs. So if you are in her situation, if you guys are in her situation and you have like extra pesos to spare, then maybe, yeah, sure, help out. They're your siblings, anyway. They're your brother, your sister. But I don't think that this lady should feel obligated to help her brother's entire family, knowing that he is very much able-bodied to go out, look for a job, and maybe feed his own family like a responsible father would do, like a responsible husband would do. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? So if I am in her situation, I mean, I love my family, but sometimes it would be very tiring to help out other people, especially if you don't see any effort from them that they are helping themselves. And that's one of the sad realities of being a Filipino in a traditional Filipino family. Because we are very sympathetic by nature, I guess, that our conscience would burn us alive if we know that we are able to help others, but we didn't. So I think it's a Filipino thing. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Put it down in the comments. I couldn't imagine the hurt that she's feeling right now whenever her daughter is scared every time she meets up with her. Because growing up, I know a couple of kids who have parents who work abroad, and it's sad because they don't really feel connected with their parents. Like, they don't really love their parents because for them, oh, they're just working abroad. Just send me money and I'll be fine. Once you're back home, hi, hello, goodbye. Where's my pasalubong? Where's my money? I'm not saying that all of the kids are ungrateful like that to their OFW parents, but some of the kids that I know, since they grew up with their grandparents or maybe their aunts, their uncles, not knowing how it is to live with their actual parents. So for me, maybe you should just go home to your daughter. Take care of your daughter. Maybe you could put up like a small sari store here and have your husband work abroad to support the family because, your parents are already taking medications and maybe they're a little bit, older. Maybe they can't handle taking care of a kid. So that at the same time, you'll have more time to create a bond, a stronger bond with your kid. And I don't think you need to worry about your brother as well because, once you're home, maybe it would send him a message that it's time for him to do some stretching, and try to update his resume and apply for jobs. And for his wife as well, if they're both able-bodied, because it's not mentioned here, but I'm just assuming that they're both able-bodied for them to look for a job and provide for their kids. And that's it for our first topic. Going on to the next one.
Brother and sister-in-law want me to pay for my niece's private school tuition if I don't transfer my daughter to a public school. Me and my 7-year-old daughter live with my parents. My husband is working abroad and we are saving up to buy our own house. I contribute to household expenses, 8,000 for electricity and 5,000 for the groceries. Recently, my brother and his family moved back in because he lost his job. Sister-in-law is a store clerk while my brother used to work as a sauce chef. They have an 8-year-old daughter and one on the way. So today they sat me down and told me that it doesn't look good if our kids go to different school. My daughter goes to a private school while my niece goes to a public school. I told my brother that I think it's just okay since I don't see anything wrong and the relationship between the cousins is just fine. Sister-in-law said I am okay with it because my daughter is the one who goes to a private school. She said it will be better if I transfer my kid to a public school. I said yeah. And that's me and my husband's decision on where to send our kid to study. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against public schools since I studied in one from elementary to high school. My husband only wants our daughter to go to that school because it's his alma mater. My brother said if I don't want to pull out my daughter from that school, then I should pay for my niece to attend the same school where my daughter is studying. I'm shocked. Tuition fee isn't cheap and I'm sure my husband will not agree since we're saving up to buy our own house. Us three had an argument until my mom came home. After she listened to each side, she agreed with my brother and sister-in-law. She said it's unfair for the kids to have different schools. I told them if they'll force me to do what they want, me and my daughter will move out and will just stay with my in-laws. My dad won't let me because no one's gonna pay for the electricity and will contribute to the groceries. So they dropped the subject, but I feel that the way they treat me and my daughter has changed. I am thinking if we should just leave. My husband told me to just stay with his parents for the meantime. Update. My father-in-law will fetch us later. I talked to my parents last night and told them we'll just leave because my brother and his wife's treatment towards us has become hostile. I told them I'd still give them 5,000 pesos monthly to help them out. But mom requested for 8,000 at least, since my brother doesn't have the new job yet. But I told her I can only provide 5,000 since I'll be getting it from my online business and not from my husband's remittance.
Wait, what? This is wild. I mean, bro. First of all, okay, growing up, okay, because I went to public school in elementary. I went to private school in high school. I went to private school in my first course in college, and then I wasn't happy. So after graduating, I worked for a couple years, and then I went back studying again, but this time in public school. So yeah, I mean, I don't see any difference in the way of teaching, but that's just my experience, you know. But it's not a thing that it doesn't look good if the cousins don't go to the same school, okay? Be it private school or public school, it doesn't matter, okay? I mean, I even know siblings, okay? Like a year apart. They go to different school. One goes to private, one goes to public. And guess what? They don't care. So I don't know what's going on with this. I mean, it's not a Filipino thing, okay? Maybe it's just them. But I'm thinking, since her sister-in-law is pregnant, maybe it's the hormones that does the talk. But for her brother and her mother to agree with sister-in-law, I don't think it's because of the hormones anymore. I am in favor of helping your family, paying bills with the groceries, especially when you live with them. Because, you know, you share electricity, you share food, maybe water or internet, right? But to send your niece or nephew or somebody else's kid to a private school where your kid is going, I think it's too much. I don't know. What about you? You think it's fair? It's for me, I think it's too much, especially if they're not that super rich, okay? Because, I mean, she mentioned that she and her husband is saving up to buy their own house. So, I think the solution is for them to move out. I don't know, maybe things will not be the same again between her and her brother and sister-in-law. Well, they're gonna move out anyway once they can afford the new house, right? But I think in this situation, me personally, I would move out. I'll just give my parents some little cash assistance, I guess. 5,000 pesos is okay amount for her to provide her parents. No need for additional for her brother and his entire family. Because, I mean, maybe sister-in-law still has a job and they can get by. They can do it. And grown-ups. What about you guys? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Have you experienced same situation? And if you have other inputs about family matters, Filipino family tradition, please let us know in the comment section. And thank you very much for tuning in. And I'll see you on next video. Bye.